The way that you see listing photos online, it has changed. I'm Heather Myers, your go-to realtor here in San Diego County, and I use my years as an Emmy award-winning news anchor to sell homes for more money. At the beginning of the year, a new law passed, and it changed the way that realtors are allowed to post photos on the multiple listing service, the MLS. If they make edits to the photos, maybe add some digital staging or remove things out of photos that maybe they don't want you to see, they have to let you know about it. I recently talked all about this on KUSI News. Here's the interview.
All right, a new California law is changing how homes are marketed through listing photos. California real estate agents are now required to disclose when listing photos have been digitally altered. Heather Myers, the local realtor from the Snyder Real Estate Group, is here to break it all down for us. Good morning, Heather.
Jason, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course, good to see you again. So what is this new rule all about?
This is interesting, and it's already in place, and it simply requires more transparency and more disclosure. Have you ever found a home online and you're thinking, wow, that home is gorgeous in person. It has the perfect kitchen, beachfront view. You go out to see the listing in person and it looks nothing like the photos. Well, now real estate agents have to disclose if they've digitally altered the photos in any way. So if they've been adding staged furniture, even flames in a fireplace, removing a power pole that's out front, you have to disclose the photos and actually post the original photo as well.
You have to post the original? You have
to post the original. So for instance, there's the original, and right before that you saw the altered. There's the altered, and then right after this you'll see the original photo without the furniture in it.
And they just kind of Photoshop the furniture in there?
Yeah, that's how staging is done these days. A lot of times it's digitally adding the furniture into the picture, which looks very realistic, and people expect that when they come out to see the listing. And if you have digitally staged the furniture, you just have to let people know through a watermark on the picture.
Okay. And would the disclosure come in the listing itself, in the body of the listing?
It would come right on the MLS. And as you know, the MLS then syndicates to thousands of other websites. So that watermark would then transfer over to any of the other sites that you're seeing these listing photos on. It became egregious in some cases because some real estate agents were adding in views that didn't exist, pools into backyards that didn't have a pool, making the front landscaping look lush and green, and you'd show up and it would be just weeds in the front yard. So this was needed in some specific cases, but for a lot of agents, they were already disclosing that photos had been altered.
Yeah, that's the number one thing for an agent: disclose, disclose, disclose.
Yes, it's a very litigious industry, as a lot of industries are. So just more disclosure, more transparency. It's always better that way.
Okay, good. So you don't necessarily, well, you can't put furniture in there anymore unless it's really there.
Well, yes, unless you disclose that the photo has been altered. There's a couple of, things that go along with this law that real estate agents still are allowed to do that don't have to be disclosed. If a photo has been altered for color reasons, let's say you just enhanced the photo through digitally altering it, making a photo look a little more bright inside, you don't have to disclose things like that. If you use maybe like the fisheye lens on a photo and that's not how it looks if you showed up in person, you don't have to disclose things like that. It's the larger things. It's painting a wall. It's removing things that might be a problem for a buyer, adding in a gourmet kitchen that wasn't there. Those are the things you need to let people know about.
So now that this is a law, we have to think about enforcement of the law. Is there at the Board of Realtors a picture policeman or something like that?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
No picture policeman out there, but the California Department of Real Estate is the one who is tasked with enforcing this law. So essentially that means that real estate agents would tell on each other, hey, just took my buyers out to see a listing and they digitally altered all the pictures. We showed up, we spent all this time driving out here. This is not what we see in these photos. That's how it would be enforced. Exactly what sort of punishment or fines a real estate agent would face. It never said that in the law. So that will be up to the California Department of Real Estate to figure out.
All right. Heather Myers, appreciate the info. It's good to know. Look for that watermark, right?
Look for the watermark, and then buyers no longer have to waste their time if it's something they're not interested in.
Good. Very good. All right. Thank you, Heather.
Jason,
appreciate
thanks.
Good to see you.
If you have any questions about buying or selling real estate in San Diego County, don't hesitate to reach out. And if you like videos like this one all about the local real estate market, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.